You have been asking a question you have not said out loud. You have been carrying it through the functioning and the showing up and the getting through the days, through the smile you put on in public and the silence you sit in private, through the prayers that felt like they went nowhere and the seasons that went on longer than you had the strength for. You have been carrying the question. And the question is this: did I do something wrong? Is this all of this, the weight of it, the length of it, the specific shape of the hard thing you have been living inside? Is this what happens to someone who made a mistake somewhere, who is paying for something, who is on the receiving end of a life that keeps asking more than it gives? Am I being punished? I need to answer that, not with empty comfort, not with the kind of thing people say to make the pain feel smaller in the moment and leave you exactly where you were when the moment passes, with the truth. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. And the reason that feels identical from the inside, the reason preparation and punishment produce the same exhaustion, the same confusion, the same 3 a.m. question of why this and why still and why me, is because preparation at the level you are being prepared at is not gentle. It does not arrive with an explanation or a timeline or a guarantee that what is being built in you is going to be worth what it is costing. It just arrives, and it asks everything. And the people it asks everything of are not being abandoned, they are being entrusted with something that requires exactly the person the hard season is making them. The hardest life is not the punished life. The hardest life is the chosen life. Not chosen in the sense of preferred, not chosen in the sense of something anyone would volunteer for if they knew what it was going to cost. Chosen in the sense that the specific weight you are carrying, the particular shape of your struggle, the length of your waiting, the depth of what has been asked of you, that was not random. That was calibrated to you, to the exact version of who you are. The thing that tried to break you, the loss, the season, the wait, the waiting, it did not break you, and it was designed at the exact pressure level that would have broken someone with less capacity. Which means whatever is authoring your story knew what you were made of before you did, trusted what was inside you before you had evidence of it, handed you the thing that would have ended someone else because it knew it would not end you. You were not given what you deserved. You were given what you could carry. And the fact that you were still here, still breathing, still reaching for something better, is proof that the calculation was right. You could carry it. And you did. Let me talk about the waiting, because for some of you, the hardest part is not the loss, it is the waiting, the specific, suffocating, no-end-in-sight waiting of a person who has done everything right and still has nothing to show for it, who prayed and worked and believed and tried again, who has been faithful to the process in a season where the process has not been faithful back. And the waiting produces a specific kind of doubt that is more dangerous than any other, because it does not arrive loud and obvious. It arrives quietly, dressed as reason, speaking in the calm, measured voice of a person who has simply been paying attention to the evidence. The evidence says it is not working. That voice sounds like wisdom. It is not wisdom. It is the final test. I call it the final test because it always comes right before the turn. Not after, when you can look back and see that the waiting was preparation. It comes before, when all you have is the waiting and the question and the voice that says maybe this is just how it is. The final test is always whether you will stop believing right before the evidence arrives. Most people fail it, not because they are weak, because the timing is brutal. Because it asks you to hold on with nothing in your hands. Do not fail it. Not now. Not when you were this far in. Hold on. The evidence is coming, and it is going to be worth everything the waiting cost. Here is the punchline that will rearrange something in you. The people who went through the least arrived the soonest and stayed the shortest, because smooth roads produce comfortable people, and comfortable people are not built for storms. But you, the one who has been in the storm, who has had to find out what your foundation is made of, you are being built for something the smooth road could never have prepared you for. Your delayed arrival is not a failure, it is a construction. What is being constructed in the silence, in the waiting, in the seasons that look like nothing from the outside is something load-bearing, something that will still be standing after every storm that tries to take it. And you are almost there. I want to speak to the grief. You are grieving the version of your life that was supposed to happen, not the life you have, the life you planned, the life you prayed for, the life that was supposed to be yours by now, by this age, by this season, in whose absence you feel a specific shaped loss that nobody acknowledged. Nobody sat with you in the loss of it. Nobody said, "I see what you're mourning. I see that it was real. I see that the gap between what you hoped for and what you have is a real gap that deserves real grief." So I'm saying it now. What you lost was real. Grieve it, not forever, but fully, and then let it go. Not because the loss didn't matter, because you can't build the life that is actually coming while you were still living in the one that didn't. The life that is coming is not a consolation prize. It is the real one, the one that was never going to be possible until the other one cleared the way. Purpose is not found. Purpose is forged. It is not waiting for you at the end of a quiz or a journal entry. It emerges in the specific shape of what you survived and what you now understand about human struggle that you could not have understood without going through it. The person who has never been broken cannot speak to the broken in a language that reaches them, but you can. Somewhere right now, in a life you have not yet intersected with, there is a person who is going to need exactly what you learned, who is going to be in exactly the place you have been, who is going to be asking exactly the question you asked, and they are going to need to hear from someone who knows, not from theory, not from the outside, but from the inside, that the preparation is not the punishment, that the waiting is not the verdict, that the hard season is not the whole story. You are being prepared to be that person for them, which means everything you went through, every part of it, even the parts that felt the most like abandonment, the most like punishment, was necessary, not to hurt you, to build you into exactly the person that someone is going to need. What if everything you went through was exactly right? Not in the sense of fair, right in the sense of precise, calibrated to the exact person you needed to become. What if the delay was protection from the version of the arrival that would have broken you because you were not yet ready to hold it? What if the silence was not absence, but preparation? What if every person who left during your hard season was being moved out of the way of what is coming, not because they were bad people, because they were not built for the altitude of the life you were being prepared to live? What if every road you were taken was the only road that led to the specific, unrepeatable life that has your name on it? If any of that is true, and I believe with everything in me that it is, then what changes? Not the pain. The pain was real. Not the loss. The loss was real. But the meaning of it changes completely. The hard season stops being evidence that something went wrong. It becomes evidence that something enormous is being prepared, that whatever force is authoring your story looked at you, at everything you are and everything you are capable of, and did not choose the easy road for you, because easy roads do not produce what you are being produced to be. You were chosen for the hard road because of what the hard road makes, and what it makes, in the specific, irreplaceable, only possible because of everything you went through person you were becoming, is extraordinary. God is not punishing you. He is preparing someone he can't afford to lose. And that someone is you. Now, act like it.